Hello and welcome to another What Sold on eBay video. I'm your host, Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. We're going to go over some items that sold in our eBay charity shop, so definitely stay tuned for that. We also got a special bolo at the very end of this video, so you're going to want to stay to the very end to take a deep dive via Worth Point. So let's get right into it. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. First up, we have this Vera Bradley women's small black quilted crossbody purse bag. Basically all the keywords are right in here. Vera Bradley's not really a crazy bolo brand, though there are some of the paisley designs of backpacks and handbags that actually do very well. If you can get this stuff new at tags like under $10, $5, in that area, you'll make some good profit, but I would stay, anywhere. Here's the thing with Vera Bradley, like it's kind of considered like a cheaper brand, but there are some pieces that are worth pretty good money if you get them new at tags. And like I said, the designs, like the colorful paisley ones and different things like that. This one happened to be just one that sold for $25. It's a smaller kind of bag, but it's not like a super bolo to look out for. But if you can find these like, brand new at tags, or at least in mint condition, pre-owned, for like a really good price, then they're worth picking up. So definitely check that out. Next up, we have this vintage Onyx Filigree sterling silver 925 pendant. It's India style, as we can see here. Filigree is kind of like a term, and you might have heard this term before. It's kind of like the intricate design of metalworking. As you can see here, it's basically like has a lot of kind of wiry twists and turns. And to my knowledge, as a novice jewelry seller, like I said, I've barely been selling jewelry for the last 3 years, and I've learned a tremendous amount. But filigree is definitely this wiry type of look here. As we could see here, I did also put this thing on a scale. It's definitely something to do if you're ever going to sell jewelry. That helps, especially if it's gold or silver or sterling. As you can see here, I do have another ruler here, which also helps. So just a couple of pro tips when you're doing jewelry: rulers, measurement photos, and weight photos, especially if you're dealing with sterling, because it has a little bit to do with the factor. Sterling, not so much unless it's solid, and gold has a lot to do with the weight for the price on that stuff. So we can go into the onyx, whether or not this is real onyx or not. That's a little bit, above my pay grade as far as like determining whether or not a stone is actually legitimate. There is all kinds of different electronic measurement devices that you can purchase, but I think it's just one of those things that once you do this enough, you can learn, because there's a lot of glass stones out there that aren't, gems or anything like that. They're literally glass, and sometimes that, even with, manufactured one, it's really hard to tell those apart from time to time. So just definitely, if you're like me and you're new to jewelry, just definitely do some research before you list something. Next up, we have this DVD box slet. We got a slet. It's a new slets. The box slets. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, I think. This is a collection, Flying Down Rio. And as you can see here, it's a sealed box set. And for pro tip, if you ever see any sealed box sets, definitely scan them and see if they're worth something. A lot of the TV show ones aren't worth a tremendous amount, though there are some of them that are worth a pretty good amount of money. It's the ones that are like a bunch of movies put together is the ones you want to look for. There's some Disney ones that are like this that go for a pretty crazy amount of money. But any kind of box set, definitely scan them, because you never know. This sold for $60. This was a really nice sale, especially for DVDs, which, everyone's goo and gaga for Blu-rays because it's the newest thing. And just like, VHS from DVDs and then DVDs to Blu-ray, at some point DVDs will fall off the map, but they're still selling. Not as crazy as they used to, but with the current situation in the world right now, a lot of people are staying home that don't have Netflix, and they, want to watch a lot of different movies and things like that. And I've seen an uptick in DVD sales, so if you got some sealed DVDs, definitely take a look. And this is a really nice sale, like I said. Speaking of jewelry, we got this 14 karat herringbone chain And for those that don't know what herringbone is, it's the style of the chain. And I wonder if there's a close-up of it right here. No, there's no close-ups. I guess this is as close as we're going to get. Herringbone's like this really fine, intricate kind of placement of the chain. It's an actual chain. It's got some bend and stuff like that. And it's this really tight woven, kind of like fishbone, you know, like a herringbone set up here. This sold for, I want to say we took a best offer for $250 on this one, as you could see here. And as you could see, we have some weight in grams. And so it's a lot easier to determine the price. Of course, we have the price tag and the chain. And usually when you are dealing with chains, the customers wants to do the total length. So if you were to unclasp the chain and then stretch it out, that's the length. So as you can see here, it's 23 inches long. And you can easily do that as they done here. And huge shout out to Paula. I think this was a Paula sale. You can just basically show the measurement and then basically times it by 2 because it's a loop. It's an easier way to do that. For some of the stuff, I actually unclasp it and then stretch it out. And I usually don't add the little clasp or anything like that because sometimes those get a little bit long. But anyways, it's just one of those things to add if you're selling any kind of chains. And like there's lots of different websites to look up the price of gold. So this is 14 karat gold, and there's lots of ways to test gold. And maybe I'll make a video about how to test gold and silver. If you would like to see a video on what I do to determine whether or not something's 14 karat or whatever, 18 karat or sterling silver, definitely leave a comment below and I will add it to the list of things that I need to make videos of. But you know, if no one wants a video like that, then I won't do it. Next up, we have this other amazing, this was a 10 karat gold. So for those real quick that don't know, you know, you see 10 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat, 24 karat. Those are the different amalgamations of metal. 24 karat gold is literally 999 pure gold. 14 karat gold is basically like used for jewelry. They add other things like, I want to say they add like copper and brass and zinc and other kind of metals to kind of dilute it. And what that does is gold is a very heavy metal, but it's also a very soft metal. It's a very unique metal in the world of, you know, the atomic chart or whatever you want to say. So a lot of jewelry, newer jewelry is not made with 24 karat gold because it's soft and it could break, and that's why they kind of dilute it with other metals to actually strengthen it. So that's kind of where the 10 karat, 14 karat, the lower the carat, basically the more metal or the less pure gold's in something. So 10 karat gold, I've seen some 8 karat gold, and that's very rare, but 10 karat gold is used a lot in like class rings, just because it just brings the price down, because, you know, a lot of, God, here I am going in another freaking side tangent on something. Anyways, basically, a class ring, you know, a lot of people just can't afford like a pure 24 karat gold class ring. That would be literally in the thousands of dollars. So it's 10 karat is kind of brings the price down to a reasonable price, you know, anywhere between, you know, $100 to $250 for 10 karat with some stones. It brings the price down like dramatically. That's why they use 10 karat gold. Not only that, it's a very strong gold because it has other types of metals in it. Anyways, I totally went on a sidetrack. I totally apologize for that. Actually, I don't apologize for that. Let's get back to this item. We took a best offer for $500 on this. It was a really amazing piece here. It has some diamonds, some intricate diamonds, and there's lots of diamond tester things. This one was marked 10 karat gold. Like I said, there's other ways to kind of test that. This is a really nice piece. If this thing was 24 karat gold, we're looking at like, geez, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for this piece. So, like I said, carats have a lot to do, not only with diamonds, but with the, you know, the metal of the gold. So that's just something to be aware of. Next up, we have this lot of Funko Pops, and this was actually a pretty good lot. We did get this from, this was from Toluca Lake, so huge shout out to Michelle over there. Now, unfortunately, some of them had their boxes. They didn't have their plastic inserts. So those that don't know, a Funko Pop comes in one of these little boxes, and there's like a plastic insert piece that holds this figure inside the box so it can display. Those were all missing. So unfortunately, I just basically lotted these together and did them in lots that I can actually box them quite sturdily and well. And so I did lots of 6. This was the first lot we did, and this sold really quick for $40 plus shipping. And you know, we're going to take a little bit of a deep dive into Funko Pops. I did do a video about Funko Pops. It's a little old. The news or the information is pretty much relevant still. I'll leave a link up above for that. Definitely go and check that out. But we're going to take a deep dive into Funko Pops because I want to talk about this for a second. Now, there's some kind of like weird kind of, I want to say like money laundering, like Beanie Baby thing that goes on with these two. Because some of these are like crazy money, and they don't really should be that much money. And I'll go into this like this Destiny, I think it's Crota. There's no way this is worth $25,000. I think it's just some weird stuff going on with the, I don't know what's going on. Here's a really quick thing to look out for. These older Comic-Con ones that have this little Comic-Con logo, and I don't think there's a way to kind of zoom into this on this particular one. But anyways, if you ever see Comic-Con, the old Comic-Con logos, there's some Funko Pops that have the little stickers on the front that are still worth a pretty good amount of money that have the newer Comic-Con stuff. But any of the older Comic-Con logos, here's one right here. There's another one. Look for the little stickers with the Comic-Con, and I can't zoom in here. Oh well. But anyways, check out that video. Definitely do that. And if you did like this video, definitely go down there, click the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, click the bell for notifications to get notified. Leave a comment below. Just say hello. Let me know that you're there. The algorithm likes people that make comments and things like that. And definitely share the video if you feel that the information in here is worth it to some group or your family member or something like that. Once again, I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. We'll see you next time. Take care.